Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Pulls it in. It's Green. There he goes. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Dropping back, it's Lane. Got it in the middle, it's Hill. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Green. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Finds his man, it's Green. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Ninth play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a third down. Looking to throw, it's Lane. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Give the defense a lot of credit on that one. A little bit of bend, don't break here in the opening drive of the game. They gave up some yards. They were down inside their own red zone. But on that critical third down, phenomenal effort individually to win his one-on-one, get to the quarterback and bring him down to the ground and really try to take some air out of this offense.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful back.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback effectively. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Grabbed behind the line, it's Stewart. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
This crowd full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Off play action. Throws to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Padilla. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
Really nice job locking in by the quarterback that time on third down. That was the completion you had to have. You're only down 3-0, I get it. It's your second drive of the game, so lots of football to go, but you want to establish a rhythm and confidence as early as possible, and getting that completion on third down was big.
To throw, it's Woods. Gets it out fast. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Second down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Alvarado. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the third and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play some.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a longer. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage. They've got some zone beaters as well. You just saw one there on the crossing route.
Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. On the option. Now the pitch. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Caught over the middle. It's Green. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Now, 4th down.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And for the second time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. It's good. Wait just a second. There is a flag on the play. If this is on the defense, it could be a first down. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Lane. Rushes on him. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Let's it fly. Trying to find the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door. 1st and goal.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone for a touchdown.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and puts one more on the lead. that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Looking to pass. It's Woods. Fires to the tight end. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about, right here, seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
That's not what you wanted to have happen offensively, right? Second and inches, you're feeling pretty good about yourself. You go past, you get sacked, and now you got to come up with a big catch and throw to just stay on the field.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Defense says no thanks, declines the penalty. They'll take 4th down. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Price. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Nice move there. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Got a man. It's Stewart. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Woods. The sure hands, it's Copeland. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
3rd and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Pressure coming, and they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hill. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got a man, it's Meredith. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Completes it in the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Second down.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Called by the offense.
And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking for a man. It's Woods. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
So now it's second and long. With the catch, it's Alvarado. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
A high high kick trying to pin them deep. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They'll run it to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The screen, and watch out. Breaks into the open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Got it in the middle. It's Gardner. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. That's reeled in. It's Green. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Wants to throw. It's Woods. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
That's a first down for the offense.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Alvarado. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll give it to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Gets the back moving. Grab behind the line. It's George. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
To the air, it's Woods. Fires to the wideout. He makes a grab. And it's in there for a touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 2. Brings up second down.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Lane. Oh, they're after him! The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
I'll tell you, when this guy's in a rhythm, he never misses. And you've seen that in this game. Very, very accurate up to this point. That time, though, a little bit out of rhythm, and I think that's why he missed that throw.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
3rd and long situation. We're bringing an extra DB on the field. And we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
And here comes the punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Stewart. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Finds a spot in the middle. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
The only way they were getting back in this game is if they did that. Great job. Huge explosive play by this offense. We need multiple scores. Got to keep the hammer down, but great job making the explosive.
That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. To the air, it's Woods. He caught it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you can tell all eyes on this dude. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus of this defense.
Yeah, when we know with this offense, too, they go how this guy goes, and they've just never been able to really get him into a rhythm in this game. And you have to give the credit to the defense. They've been more physical at the point of attack. They've had a good game plan, and the offense just has not been able to counterpunch. And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
Looking to throw, it's Lane. Makes the catch, it's Green. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Well, he might as well have dropped it because he didn't get enough for the first down, and the punting unit is on the field. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle. It's Nolan. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And how about the defense? How big was that stop? Forcing the punt, getting it back to the offense, and all of a sudden, you feel the momentum now on their side.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Nolan. Gets away from one. Finds some space. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him. B, getting it to him quickly. And then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Wide receiver going in motion. A first down run in the red zone. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Back to throw, it's Woods. Forced out of the pocket. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Gardner. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Meredith. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Looking for a man. It's Lane. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Green. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time. Yeah, I'm going for it on fourth down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing, but I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those in my pocket, I can attack the whole field. I just got to focus in on the yardage to get this fourth down and move the sticks.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the fourth quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it with his feet, and gets the first down.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. On the option. Been a bad read as the defense just swarms all pitch man. Man, those last two plays were disasters, and now it's 3rd and 17. Here's the handoff. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down.
It's just not a lot of great play calls, guys, for 3rd in California. So you hand it off, you try to get some of that yardage back, and see what happens next.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Lane. Grabbed over the middle, it's Gardner. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
Last chance coming up. Grab near the marker. It's Meredith. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
They didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about, what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
That will put the wrap on